Okay.
Of course, now that Monday again, I know I be every Monday Monday on top your #1 family entertainment channel wapTv. We'd always get financial experts who they tell us more about money, how to manage money, how to multiply money, and how to save money. And of course, just because it's Monday, we get Barrister Modupe Vincent, we certified financial planner in the studio. Good morning,
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Good morning, viewers at home.
How's the weekend?
It was great.
I was okay, let's go.
It is looking beautiful on Mondays.
Thank you. You don't look bad yourself.
Thank you. Yes, so
yes,
today we're here again, and I just want to ask if you have been money-wise and if you have been doing everything.
You've been good students.
Yes, if you have been, isn't it that all the time?
Okay.
If you're good students or not. So I hope you have been saving. I hope you didn't do your budgets. I hope you have started to get plan for the future. This is July. We started in May.
Yes.
What have you done within the 2 months that we have started? Today we are starting another topic. And that topic, everything kind of link with themselves. Everything about financial planning, it's interwoven. So there's some things where I don't say before, where I go say again. There's some things where I go they, bring other things. I go they join everything together. It just be like somebody where won't build house, where you have foundation. But you go first of all sit down, put plan. The person where won't build duplex, the foundation where you go get it go different for somebody where just I face me, you won't do. So it depends on what you want to do. So for today, we want to start on the topic I call creating assets versus creating liability. Oh, and this was, I know they're big words. I will break them down small. So creating assets versus creating liabilities. Remember, say, last time I say everybody must do what? You must get other sources of income. We say so many people, now only one source they get. But if you want to become financially independent, we're not just talking about today, now. We also they talk about future. The time where be able to do as much as you do.
Strength.
When the strength, thank you. Where come they feel, and then they depend on somebody, depend on children, everything. So what will they talk about? They say, what I go do for now? We go help me for now. We also help me for the future. We talk about creating other sources of income last week. We finished with that one. So we talked about assets also in that one.
I say anything that generates that
anything that brings in money, now assets. And anything where they take money away from you, now liability. So today we want to say creating assets versus creating liability. Whenever you collect that salary, whenever you get that money, when you want to spend that money, ask yourself, what thing I they do? Because one thing about liability, they say, when you spend money, remember, say that money don't go forever and ever. That money no go come back again. But if now assets where you they create, where you they build, that money, that thing it go come back. Some assets go start bringing you money immediate. Some of them now later in future. But the important thing they say, what thing I they create? What thing I they use my money by all the time? And that's why we talk about budgets the other time. That allocate every resource, allocate money to them. Not just say, I don't collect salary, make I just spend. Or this is not my business money, make I just spend. Make you not just spend, make you itemize them. And for that budget, you say you must have savings. You must have investments. This is not the reason why we say, make you have them. So when you are spending, when you get raise for office, when they say, okay, we make profit, we won't give raise, and they give raise, what do you go do with that money? Same thing, what do you go do?
No, obviously, all are there on ground to do, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Okay.
Because I have so many needs at the moment, and they're all important. So maybe I'll just spread them on all of them.
There.
Ma?
What do you go do?
Wow.
If wapTv just say, they don't do beautiful ladies, they don't do beautiful work, we won't give you money
They
talk.
they should not worry about what me I will do with the money.
No, me I won't know. Now me they ask.
I will tell you off the camera.
Okay. Slim, you know where I be very. You know what you go do with the money.
I know.
Because why I asked this question, be say last some days ago, somebody come and say she they work in bank.
Okay.
She gets they give her
Loan.
increase.
Okay.
No be loan, they give her increase. And so she say when she say congratulations everything, she's come say I don't waiting you do with the money. Say I don't move, I don't relocate from where they live.
I think it depends on your priority at the moment.
But waiting be that spending.
Like for her.
Waiting be that spending. If you collect extra money, na liability.
Okay.
So although I say congratulations.
Because for me, I feel say do you think there was no reason for her to change her location? What if where she made a stay before was not too conducive for her and she had always wanted a better accommodation, but because she did not get the money, that was why she was just...
Okay, so make I ask you another question, Slim T. If next year, you know, every year you go, they pay for rent.
Yes.
This one a bonus. So. So if next year that bonus no come, how you go? Exactly, you don't go pay.
I will pay, but so obviously we all pray to be better. We all pray to get better. So if
creating assets versus creating liability. Remember, anytime when you get that money, when you come inside your hand, make you think, what thing I want create, what thing I want do.
It's all about the assets.
Because all about the assets. I know that say life is beautiful. Yes. Everybody want to enjoy the good things of life, but you must think and see, waiting, how I want to enjoy them. I want to enjoy them now. Because you don't think about them now, but next year, how we go pay for that? Pay for that because now bonus.
So it's not like you come every now and then.
But somebody will get that bonus. If you say, okay, what thing I feel do? Make I go acquire something.
Buy land.
Exactly. So that next time, even if I won't move, I will be able to pay for my lifestyle or create my liability from something where they generate
money.
That's the difference for people who want to get financial independence. Any money that come to their hand, especially the money where be outside where they collect, they go target them, they plan them. And that's why I say, when we first begin, I say, you must have a financial plan. Because if you don't have financial plan, you know, if somebody asks for that day, say, make we write them or make we just have them for head. I say, make you write it down. Better. Because when the money come, you know, you get plenty needs. You go they happy, you know, the things wait there for your front, now you go they look at, now you go they see. You go forget, say, that one time day where I sober, where I don't think about myself, where I don't think about my future. If you have something like that, you just go, okay, waiting I say, waiting I won't do, and then you go put on. So that's now that one. So assets versus liability. So the goal for anybody who won't reach financial independence is for him create multiple streams to get plenty things where they bring money come inside. Remember, many people now only one source they get, but the avenue where the money they come out from, they plenty. So for you, if you want to get that to that independence, you must say, okay, I must get more income, and then reduce my expenses. But for most people, that expenses to reduce them. It's difficult. It's difficult because some people will say that money I know that they get, you know, even reach me. How you want make I cut up again? Remember when we do our budget, people they complain this money don't even reach. So the alternative, the best alternative is for okay, make I get other sources where they make that money from. So it is your income versus your expenses, which is the same thing as your assets versus your liability. So the next time we want to spend that money, especially when somebody dash you money, when somebody give you money, think, this money, am I creating assets or am I creating liability? That will help you. And it's like a goal as well. It will make you to be focused. To say, okay, this is my target, this is where I'm going, this is what I want to do. And the person where they call you stingy, stingy.
Not.
Now, because I get targets, and I must keep my eyes on the goal, target, on that ball. Otherwise, I could get side. Or yours is your case indeed. So that's now waiting we they talk about doing creating assets versus creating liability. So when you they acquire so many income level, it will help you. There are so many advantages to it. And this one will go also lead me to investment as well. I don't go inside investment, but I go link them.
Okay.
So investment, now basically you putting money aside and also putting in something that will also generate money. So as you are creating, saying the assets, what you are doing is that you are investing.
Okay.
So when we tell people, say, okay, have money for savings or have money for investment, I say, why now? Can't I, two of them are different things.
But investment, is it like you're putting money on something?
You're putting money on something.
Okay.
But you are saving it because some investment, when we look at it, some assets, some, it ain't easy to acquire. Some, they're easy to acquire. Some, you can use small money, acquire them. Some, you need plenty money, acquire them. So that savings, now the first leg. We say make you have at least 3 types of saving. You can get emergency, which we say will be like 6 months of your what? Of your what? Of your expenses.
Okay,
not salary now.
Okay.
Salary
6
now.
months of your expenses.
Yes, 3 to 6 months of your expenses. Wait, how much you they spend for the month? For the month, how much you they spend? You get budget.
Yes.
Different.
Yes,
But it's something where it be your expenses, so that if that job no day or come,
you can still live.
you can still live that way. So now your expenses, your transport, your feeding, the money where you don't set aside, utility, that's now your expenses. So now that's money you go set aside for that savings. Another one, we talk about target. Don't forget, if you have a goal, you want to do something, your rent, they come, you they save towards them. Christmas, they come. Different things, school fees, you they save towards them. That's one. Now for that one. So that's emergency now. Go say, I won't use them. Go do investment. Because we go look now at the steps. What thing I should look at when I want create assets, when I want to get investments. What are the things where I supposed to look out for? That's why I say everything they interwoven. So what are the things that they look for? The first thing is that you must have a plan. You must have a goal. What are you looking at? What is the aim? Why do you want to have this investment? Different people get different reasons, and no right or wrong answer. My own, I can say, okay, the reason why I won't be doing investment, they say I don't want to spend my money anyhow. So you go do it you go invest in something. Some people go say that I want to create multiple stream of income. The income where they get, sustain me. I want to get multiple. Some go say, I want them build house. Some go say, because of my children. They don't ever marry you. But they will say, let me start preparing. So that when that time come, I go get peace of mind. I go be able to do what I want to do. Yeah. So different people get different plans. So that's not the very first thing where you go think. I say, okay, what I want to do, what be my goal, what be my plan. You put them down. That's not the first thing. Because that will now help you to determine what are the things you should look at. Okay. Because, for instance, now, if you look at some investments or some acquiring of some assets, some, they are easy for you, like I say, for you to get. Yeah. Some, because of the risk. Like I don't say, me, I don't like risk. Plenty. I don't like them. So if I get money, I go look at my plan. I go say, okay, what is the safest thing for me? But it depends on individual.
But you can't run away from risk.
No, we can't run away from risk. Life is risk. But the level of risk for each one is different.
Okay.
So that's one you go also determine. Waiting be my risk something. Some people, if they buy shares, if they do all these things, they don't go feel sleep. They say, what's in the market, they talk. What's in this one? But some people, when they just buy something, when they don't buy,
don't finish.
So you consider that one. Another thing you will consider the liquidity of that asset or that investment where you want to create. Some assets, they are very, very easy to turn into money. That is what we mean by liquidity. They are very, very easy to turn into money. But all these things when we talk about, their rate of return not be the same thing. Some, it give you higher return. Some, it give you smaller return. And one thing about risks, they say, the higher the risk, the higher the return. And the lesser the risk, the lower the return. So you must sit down and think and ask yourself questions about all these things. So you go ask yourself, okay, if, like I say, I won't just put money because I don't want to spend the money. So I ask myself, do I need this money? No, I don't need this money for now. So I go say, okay, make I go quickly buy, if I have enough money, make I go buy land somewhere. You know, land, it not be easy to turn into cash.
At all.
It's not easy. Yeah. You might not get to sell the land 3 months. You might not get to sell the land 6 months. But waiting will happen when I need money. And that is why we talk about diversification. So when somebody they do assets, when they do investment, they diversify.
Okay.
You go look at all these things and then plan all this around these things. That's not the essence of this diversification. Another thing where you go look at, be say, now age, you go look at your age.
Okay.
Somebody way young can do a lot of things. Somebody way young, somebody will never get wife, will never get husband. You know, time is still there on his side. Unlike somebody where you don't almost reach retirement age, who don't even have anything, you don't even know anything about financial planning, you don't even know anything about planning for the future. What is just they do, just say, when they do work, let me go work, collect salary, spend guinea, and, you know, forgetting that the future will come. So when somebody like that comes say, look, I want to invest, I want to acquire assets, the kind of advice I go give that person, it go different from somebody way young. Because the person way young still have time for his side. If it's, you know, get responsibility, if he do, exactly. So there are so many factors where they look when you want create assets. So when people they call in and say, what business can I do? I get Kinikon. There are so many things into it. No one answer fit everybody. I go still ask you question, and that's why sometimes I go to ask. I want to know more, because the answer where I get give you it be different from somebody where be grandmama or maybe a single mother who they take care of children. I don't go give you, even if you have the same amount of money, even if you stay around the same place, I don't go give you the same advice.
But she still gets another thing to manage outside herself.
She don't even get, she gets children, she gets responsibility.
That's what I'm saying. Outside herself,
exactly. So the advice where I go give, the thing where I go tell you, say make you do, don't be the same thing where I go tell you, say make you do. So these are the things where they consider. There are other things, but these are the basic things that we will consider. So it depends on you. But the first thing is, what am I looking at? And all this asset and this investment thing where we talk about, now we are somewhere now. But this now not be the place where you want tabernacle, where you want stay. There's somewhere you won't go. So this investment, they say, now the car, now the vehicle, where it go carry you from where you dey
to where
you won't go. If, for instance, you won't come to work from your house, you feel decide, okay, I won't take bus. You feel decide, I won't take taxi. But waiting, you will get to work. Both of you. If now you there around, you can decide, okay, I want to take Okada. I want you can decide, I want to take a walk. They are all vehicles from your house, where you dey right now, to where you want to be. The same thing as well. So these assets, they are like the vehicle where you go carry from where you dey to where you won't go. You know, for the person where you want to take Okada or want to take a Marwa, you go first of all consider the time. What time I dey? What time be my appointment? You go look at the time. You go look at the weather. I feel it's Monday morning, I feel work because of the time. You know, so many things. The same thing when they create assets. They create same thing when you say, I want to start investing. These are the things you must look at. They are factors that you must consider. So this one are the thing where we want.
Barrister, please, we have Eva. Eva, good morning. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, go on with your question if you have any.
Sorry?
Go on with your question. I believe you have a question, right?
Yeah, I have a question. She's been talking about investments and stuff like that.
Okay.
But somebody like me, I have a lot of ideas stuck in my head, but I don't just know how to start. It's not about the money, though money is part of it, because your capital will determine the kind of business that you want to go into. But my confusion here, I would say, is how do I start? So if you can just help me in this issue, as in how can I start? I have flair for cooking. I have flair for sewing, although I'm yet to go for that training, but I can still do some stuff on my own. But my confusion is, how do I start? I don't just know. Yeah.
Okay. Let me assume, thank you. Let me assume, say, now that cooking you won't start with, because now that's not the skill where you get right now. And that's not the thing where you want to use in exchange for the money where you need. Abi, ever?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I believe that that's not the skill where you want to start with.
I have it as a play, as a passion. Yeah, but I don't want to open up a restaurant, something like that. I don't know if I can do it like online.
Yes, you can. You can do it online. You can even start by telling people around. You tell them, this is what I do.
Okay.
So you tell them, this is what I can do, this is what I do, this is what I can do. You know, you give them different sizes. If I make maybe stew for you, because a lot of people need that service where you want to provide. I remember, say, the time where I did for bank. Most of the time, we get somebody where go come, where they take our orders.
You can hang up now.
Where they take our orders. So you can start with your families, start with your friends, start with the people around you. Let them know. As they are cooking, you know, thank God for online.
Yes.
It has made things so easy.
Easy. Right?
You can have a blog. You can have a blog, be writing about food items, recipes, and then from there you go on.
Even on IG, if you don't even want to do too much, you can always say yourself, just like the video girlfriend, you know, most people know say she did into cooking and all of that, but we haven't seen her, doing that. But we know say she always, her page is more of food items. You understand? So you can always do that. Facebook, the world has gone global.
Gone global. So rather than we posting so many things, pictures and everything, put your food there. You know, put different things, different slangs.
And you put your number.
And your number.
So they can reach
your WhatsApp number, your, I don't know, BBM number, you know.
Just put a contact.
Put a contact. Let people know what you do. When you meet people, you can have your cards. Tell them, this is what I do. You can even go out and maybe like put small, I don't know what it is, kind of cooking you do, maybe baking or something. Have small bits. Take them around. Let them know.
She's just worried, like, from where I can deduce from what she said, I think she's worried about the time. Let's say she knows to get time. Maybe she does things like us, like she's always busy, and the time to, she needs time to dedicate to that particular thing that she wants to do.
Perfect.
But I think for what you like, you have to just make out time. If
she's working, you wake up earlier in the morning. Let the people that you're working with, let them know what you do. I don't know what kind of cooking it is. If it's breakfast, you can make it.
Employer that she's cooking.
No. I said wake up earlier.
Okay.
You can wake up earlier. You can make sandwiches. I don't know what she does really. She can wake up earlier. If she wakes up at 5, let her wake up at 4. It will take time.
Sacrifice.
It will take sacrifice, dedication, focus, discipline, but it will get you started, and it will let people will know you.
And for now, she has to do it herself.
She has to do it herself. Yes, she has to do it. Except maybe she has a house help.
Okay,
I don't know what her condition is. So you wake up together. She's doing it. You are directing her. You are doing it together. You just carry and put.
You just need to start.
You just need to start.
It's not easy.
So if you have any other questions, you can just ask. But I believe that this way you can start what you want to start.
All right. I'm sure she has heard.
The phone lines, they open, just like Eva, don't call. If you get any question to ask Barrister Modupe, Vincent, feel free calling, then turn down the volume on your TV set, 08105434984 or 08173147589. Yep.
Okay, another thing where I want to say is that people should learn to delay gratification. Why you they laugh?
No, because it's... Why? Okay, let me just ask. Why?
Why? Because you need to put the things together to be able to get to where you are going. Because when I ask you the other time, say when you get raised, what you go do? You say so many needs there.
Yeah, and they're all important.
They're all important, but if that raise no come.
We'll find a way.
No, that's not a good answer for me.
If the raise, fine, maybe I would have continued to manage.
So you continue to manage. That is why that delay gratification, I talk am.
Life is not nice.
Okay, so that's not the thing. So there's so many things. Like I say, it depends on what you want to do. The safest way, I'll start like this. Very don't say, no, that one is not good enough. I know say it's not good enough, but na starting point, money market. Like you having fixed deposits.
No. For me, I'm fine with that. The only problem I have is business will they take time. Oh, buying asset and all that is not a problem. At least you don't have to be there.
You don't have to be there.
But like all these rentals, all this having a restaurant,
you have to manage.
You guys stay there.
And so you need to understand yourself as well and the skill that you have. Do what
I'm
you
not
like
just
you
a
said.
business person.
So that is it. So if you not be a business person, you go sit down and think, what will be the passion where I get? What will be the thing where I want to do? Now services. If not be business, now services. I feel right. What will be the things where you feel do? So you go think, you go, some things they already. Some things where you day. You say, okay, I know like I'm this way. I feel do I'm this way. That's not what they call innovation. And that's why I say idea no they faithful. Because you think that idea no be say, I know go that idea, you know go come, or you know go get the idea. But the way you go do the idea may be different. When you do your own, I see I go, okay, this is not the way they do me, I know like make I add something join, or make I remove something from her.
Barrister, Eva actually said something, but let's take Muritala from Kwara. Muritala.
Sir, ma, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please go on.
I think what Madam what she's saying about creating an asset or liability. I don't shed more light on how to create an asset or how to create liability. Is she talking about how to create wealth or how to start business? I just want to know.
Okay.
Because the kind of questions has been raised in our office, so we are debating on it.
Oh, you guys are watching in your office. Okay.
Yes,
all right. So no worries. She go shed more light on that one. You guys should just watch.
Okay.
Okay. I say liability na anything where they take money from your hand. Where they take money from your hand, where they spend money on, or anything where you get where they depreciate in value. Na liability. Because it not add anything to you. It just they take away from you. Either you use money to be maintaining that thing, or you use that thing. For instance, somebody where you buy a car. The moment you carry the car away, that car don't start to waiting, to depreciate, to they come down. And then you go to spend money on that thing.
To maintain and everything.
But for somebody where you get that car, where they use them for kabu or something, that money, if they do it, they bring money in for them. So that's not the difference. For person where they create assets, what thing they do be say they create wealth gradually. That's not the ultimate. Because that asset, the essence be say, it go to bring in money for you. So whether you there for your work, whether you there for your own business, the essence, the important thing for that asset be say, they bring money and then they appreciate in value. That's not the whole essence. And so asset creation, when they create assets, the whole essence be say, it go make you wealthy. But for liability, the more liability you have, you they buy, you they create, what they say, it go they deplete your wealth. For now, you go think say, okay, I they secure. At least I feel buy waiting I won't buy. I feel do the things where I want to do. But the thing they say for future, if you don't get that job where they do again, and you don't get assets, assets they bring money, and you don't get assets, it means say you no go fit maintain that kind lifestyle where they do when you get job. And that's not the reason why I say, it no matter what job they do. Ultimately, you see rich lawyer, you see poor lawyer. You see rich driver, you see poor driver, eventually. And then you wonder, somebody or guy where they work for establishments and driver where they work for establishments. Remember, I said the salary of that driver is small. Yeah. Some people maybe like 40,000. Some people maybe like 30,000. But that's...
We get Anaro. Anaro. Hello?
Anaro.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What did you say?
Hello?
Good morning, Anaro.
How are you?
We are fine.
I want to discuss about the business of the woman.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
Yes, the business is I'm electrical engineering.
All right.
So, and I get some money, and since I left my office, I want to open my own. And I'm thinking either I want under electrical so that I
Wait,
can
if you come again, please.
Can you hear me?
We cannot hear you.
Start again.
Okay.
You say you did too?
I'm electrical engineering.
Okay.
And I have small money and specialized of electricals to do electrical work. And the small capital I have with me. And I think of open an office so that I can get electrical part, I can be repaired. But I don't know. The shop money, I don't know how can I do the liability of taking out the rent to be taken from me.
He doesn't know how.
So what do you want now?
I want the woman to give me advice. How can I use the capital? I only have a small capital and I want to open a shop and be doing business. And you know, this business not moving. I want you to give me an idea. How can I be getting small capital to pay my rent?
Do you have money for the shop?
I have money for the shop to start the business.
Wait, for the shop and for the capital?
Okay, the shop is 50,000 naira per year.
How much is the capital?
The capital is 200K.
Okay.
I don't know so much about electrical business, and I don't know what you mean by the electrical business. You won't be buying bulb. If not, that's what you won't do. I don't know. Are you in paid employment?
Does he need to get a shop?
I think that's the problem.
Are you in paid employment?
He has rent to pay for too. Where they stay?
Well, he said he can afford the rent. He can
afford
the
shop
for the shop, and then he also has capital. I don't know how much, what it is that you need, how much your goods will be. I don't know that one. I don't know another one. Where your shop be? Where be the location?
But I go the business go
flow.
That's not the question where me I want to ask him. You're supposed to do your visibility study, make you check and see whether where you they locate your shop, because what you they sell now essential. Yes. But the thing be say where you locate that shop
will determine whether
it will matter. And then the kind of area where you did, the kind of things where you want to sell, the people, the kind of thing where they go need. Because there's some bulbs, if you there for some certain area, they go say, I know, we know they use this kind of
disco lights.
You know they use. So you're supposed to do your visibility study and know.
Please, we have Dele. Hello, Dele. Good morning.
Morning to you.
Good morning.
Go on with your question, please.
Yeah, I want to ask, you talk about creating asset and versus creating liability. I don't know. Can you give some assets one can go on?
Okay, assets. For instance, assets, anything.
Yeah.
I want that principle where you go come inside. Because if I give examples now, waiting go happen when I not give example and you there for situation. When you want to determine this one are assets or liability. It's not the example where it really matter now, but I go give example. But the thing be say anything where they do what? Where they bring in money, money, and where they appreciate. For instance,
that means where they increase.
For instance, Your landlord, the house where you dey live,
Asset.
na asset for your landlord.
So they parent.
Because you dey pay rent for am, e dey bring in money for am, for that person. You understand?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes. So the person where they do service, where they do for instance, kabu, that vehicle, if for instance, Slimty say, I don't feel leave my job, I don't feel do this one, I get some money, I want to invest so that I can be getting extra income. And he say, okay, let me get Okada or Marua or somebody, and you employ somebody and you have an arrangement. That's one, na asset to Slimty. Because they bring money to him. That na asset. You understand?
Okay.
Thank you.
Liability, for instance, you get money. Because a lot of people, when they get their money, and that's not the difference between people who know about financial intelligence, have financial intelligence, and people who don't get. And that's why you see it say people who poor say, Kineko. It's because of the pattern of their spending.
Okay.
The way the person will get money, a poor person will get money, the way he goes, what thing he go use and spend on, it go different from the person where be rich person or wealthy person. Because why? Their mindset different. For instance, I go give an example. You won't go vacation. What thing you go put that one? Asset or liability?
Liability.
It's liability. Because you are spending money. You are going on vacation. Saying that, okay, I want to buy a new dress.
Liability.
What be that one? Liability. Because if they take money,
Fancy. No, it's Vero, it's not me.
Vero. Okay.
Francis, good
So,
morning.
yeah, talk.
Can you reduce
Francis.
your TV volume? Come on, Francis, help us reduce your TV volume.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing?
We are
You're doing
good.
great.
I'm really enjoying your program. I tell you, I'm blessed watching your program.
Thank
And I
you.
want to ask a question.
Okay.
Yeah, regard to what you discussed last week, like this asset and liability, I understand this asset and liability a bit because I studied accounting in school. But I want to ask, is it ideal or is it proper for a man and a woman to go into different business, two business at a time? I'm talking about husband and wife now. If we have a capital,
Okay.
is it ideal for us to go into two different business at a particular
business.
point in time?
As a couple. Or should they put their head in one business and make it grow?
Okay.
Ellen, did you get my
Yes, she's about to attend
Yes.
to that.
So I'll answer it this way. One, it depends on your preference. It depends on your preference as a couple. Okay. Some people, it's just like having joint accounts.
Yes.
Some people will say, let us have joint accounts. In as much as you have that joint account, I'll still advise you that both
Have
of
your
you
own personal.
have your own personal separate
Wow.
account. Yes. So for the business, I don't know what, well, it depends on both of you. If you sit together, both of you, you have the same, it's good. It's in fact,
What
it's
if,
good.
what if the husband has a flair for electrical stuff and the wife, or the husband has a flair for catering and the wife has a flair for something entirely different?
So that is the both of them. That is why I say it depends on both of them. They have to agree.
But
on
now
several
still
things.
say two good head better pass one. If the two of them come pull head, say, okay, since my oga like catering stuff, make I follow and join and let's help this thing grow.
And then
Don't you think it's better that way?
It's good. Yes, it's good. So
Okay.
many Eliza they how
As
they
far as none
start
of them
now
get
husband
idea.
and wife come together. So it depends. You sit down together. What thing we want to achieve? Is it that we want to have a family business to perpetuate? There's so many family business where it starts with husband and wife and where it grow. So it's a good idea. It depends on the both of them.
Okay.
But you have to.
But
reach
this time around, they say
agreement
not because
from the
from what
start.
they talk now, two different businesses they get.
So you
And-
must agree. Because if you don't agree, if the foundation be faulty, there's nothing you can do.
That's true. All right.
So both of you must agree because along the way, that your differences go come out.
Yeah.
So you must agree. Okay, which business you want to do? Why would they do this business? Are you going to pay me? Am I going to pay you? Am I going to leave my
they
job?
save.
There are so many things the way they go inside this simple
So they
question
see
where you
guys
ask
come together as husband and wife.
and ask of so many questions. Is it because the husband and wife, they work? And they don't do this business side by side?
Yeah.
Or somebody go live in job, go to be attending to the business. So there's so many things where a day for inside them. So if I go leave my job, maybe then the woman say, okay, make I leave my job so that I can also look after the children and they do the business. Okay, if I leave my job for this business, you go they pay me. You're supposed to trash out all these things so that when
Please, we have Francis.
Okay.
Hello, Francis.
Yes.
Okay.
Good morning. Did you call before?
Yeah, I just called back. I want to at least I want to give the preamble of the kind of business I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hello? Yes, I'm into livestock. Hello? For now, and both of us have been doing that this thing. I now want to have a diversification of business. We want to have another multiple distinct stream of income. And she wants to go into livestock. So we intend having, so she wants to go into this OC provision, this thing business, like those.
What creation?
You said?
She wants to go into what creation?
She wants to go into wholesale. Yes. And so me, I'm into livestock. I'm having the mindset that by December, if we dispose, she will go into that one. Then why I will now go fully back to into my livestock business. That will have another income.
Okay.
I don't know if you are getting so that's my thank you.
So what he's saying is they're both into livestock right now.
Yes, but she has a flair for wholesale businesses.
Yes.
But he's livestock.
Yes.
Okay.
So what is the question?
Is it advisable?
Yes, why not?
Okay, because he wants her to start by December.
Yes. Okay. In fact, it is creating another stream of income.
Okay.
You just ensure that what you are doing now, you are able to, I don't know what contributions she contributes to that livestock. Just have to ensure that that thing, whenever if she's coming out, how do you, will not affect what you are doing. But it's a good thing. It is all creating multiple streams. I just quickly want to answer Vero's question where she talk about dress. And she say, clothes. She no agree saying a liability. See, liabilities are the things that make life sweet. I must confess. Liability. Why won't I want to travel?
Once in a while, so
they are not. They are even good. They are the things that make life beautiful.
That's true.
Liabilities.
It's not like they are doing it every day.
Doing well,
going
on vacation yearly. They are good things. What thing will they say? Talk be say. Let your assets fund that liability.
Okay.
That's not the thing where the wealthy they do.
Okay.
If I get money now, that raise where I talk about, there's so many things I feel do. I can say, I never traveled since 2 years old. Make I travel. What thing I do? I use my money to fund my liability. But a wise person or a financial literate person, what thing you go do? You go say, which asset do I actually create? Let me create this asset. So the money where it come, asset now something where they appreciate or they bring in money. So I go say, let me create this asset, and then the money where I get for this one, it go fund my liability. So assets and liability, they say where which direction your cash they flow.
Wow.
It they flow into assets or it they flow into liability. Remember, say if you create more liability, it will get to a point where go fit do anything. Even that liability, go fit where be thing where you need, even go fit do them.
Okay, well,
just take a cheap pill.
Yes. We start a new one today. Creating liability and creating assets. Barrister Modupe Vincent do justice to that. But as matter be, so I sure say next week, plenty people they try to call. She go continue our next week. Even me too. I get some questions to ask. I'll save it for next week. Every Monday night she always there to come tell us talk about Moneymatta. Like I talk how to save, how to multiply, how to create. But as matter be, so at time don't over for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So be money wise as you spend. Think, what am I spending on?
Okay, we are coming back now.